Hey guys, I'm going to quickly show you how to get through your assignment for today, which is a digital systems of equations maze. First, if you want to see the whole entire maze, you can change your zoom here. You can change it to 50% and you can see the whole thing there, what it looks like. However, I would suggest to keep it at 100% just so that you can clearly see each system that you're working with. Start by reading the instructions so you know exactly what to do. And now I'm going to show you how to get through the maze itself. So you're going to start here where it says start in the green box. And basically what it's asking you to do is to solve each system of equation and type in the solution in the yellow box. So the first system that I have is y equals 3x minus 2 and y equals x plus 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Desmos calculator, my graphing calculator, which you have in your Google Classroom assignment, to figure out what is the point that these two equations have in common. What is the point where these two equations intersect with each other when we graph them? So on my graphing calculator, I'm going to, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my graphing calculator. So I'm going to go to Desmos, and you already have this on Google Classroom. It takes you straight here. And on Desmos, I'm going to put in my first equation. So I have y equals 3x minus 2. So I have y equals 3x minus 2, and it graphs it for me. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to graph my second equation in the same coordinate plane. So I have y equals x plus 2. So I can either press down here, or I can use my arrows on my keyboard to go down. And I'm going to write the same thing, y equals x plus 2. And now it grabs both equations for me. And I can go to where these two lines intersect, where these two lines have the point in common. And I see that they cross each other, or they make an X at 2, 4. So I can go here onto my first box where it says type your answer here. I'm going to erase that and I'm going to put the point that I found to be the intersection. So I'm going to put 2, 4. Now remember to write your point using parentheses, just like you would on Delta Math or on paper. Otherwise, it would mark it incorrect. When I put in the right answer, you see that my answer turns green and it shows me which box to go to next. However, if I put in the wrong answer, let's say I put 2, 8, notice that it gives me the wrong thing. It turns red, meaning that the answer is wrong and I don't know which box to move to next. Okay, you can either move down, you can move in any vertical or horizontal direction. Okay, so again, my answer here was 2, 4, because that was the point that they had in common. It turns green, and now it tells me to go on to this box next. Now, some of the equations might be nice where they have y by itself, so you can just put them in decimals. However, some of the equations, y is not by itself, so you have to do that first. So for this box, for example, the first thing I have to do is on a piece of paper, I need to go ahead and get y by itself for this equation that I have here. So this would be 28. I'm going to try to nicely write on here. So this would be 28 minus 2x, minus 2x over negative 6, y equals, right? So now I can take that into decimals and I can write that onto the new equation. So I can delete the ones that I have and now I can put a new one. So I have y equals, and if you want to do a fraction bar, just go to the little keyboard down here and press the division sign. And now I can put 28 minus 2x over negative 6, and it grabs that equation for me. And I can zoom in and now if I can see clearly where the intersection is at. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the second one, right? I have to get y by itself for that one as well. So for that one, I have y equals, and you can write what I'm writing here in red. You should be writing it on a piece of paper, right? I'm just doing it here so that you can see it on the screen. So I have 14 plus x over negative 1. So again, I'm going to go to decimals and I'm going to put in my second equation, y equals 14 plus x divided, I should put in my fraction bar first. So I have fraction bar 14 plus x over negative 1. And now I can see where these two lines intersect with each other, which is right here at this point. And it tells me it's the point negative 7, negative 7. So here, let me clear this out. I would go here and I will type in whatever the answer is. type in -7, -7. And it'll tell me where to go to next, okay? Now, for the ones that have graphs like this, let me clear my screen first. Here you don't have to solve anything. You just have to figure out where do the two lines intersect and then write that solution in your answer. Okay, and again, the maze will tell you which path to follow and you just follow that same path. If it turns red, that means that's the wrong answer and you have to try again in order to figure out where to move on to next. Essentially, you're gonna get over here to the finish line where this box will turn green and you know you're done and you can turn in your assignment. Some boxes will be left blank because you won't use it, you won't go through that path. So don't think that you've done anything incomplete. As long as you get here to this finish box and you know that you completed the maze correctly.